Right, I want you to treat me as a pupil at the train stage, yeah? You're filling in for my regular instructor who can't make it today, but he has got the same car as you, so I am familiar with the controls, yeah?
Okay.
He said today we were going to look at my, how I deal with pedestrian crossings and my use of signals by indicator and by arm.
Okay.
Yeah? So for this phase you can call me Tony.
Tony, hi there.
Yeah.
My name's Dave.
Yeah, so what level am I just before you go on to roll?
Trained.
Yeah, and subject?
Pedestrian crossings and use of signals by indicator and by arm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm Dave.
Yeah.
Good to meet you.
Yeah, good to meet you.
Good. I'm stepping in for Bob because he's not very well. He's asked me to step in because I've got the same car as him.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So you're familiar with the controls?
I am.
You're
Yeah.
happy with
Yeah.
them? He's told me today that he wants us to look at your pedestrian crossings and the use of signals by indicator and by arm.
Yeah.
Have you done any arm signals before?
On a bike.
On a bike, so you ride a bike, do you, as well?
Yeah.
Right. What kind of arm signal? Oh, when would you possibly give an arm signal when you're driving a car?
I think I read it's to reinforce the mechanical signal.
Yeah, good. That's good. And with your pedestrian crossings, can you name any types of pedestrian crossing?
Controlled and uncontrolled.
Good. And can you give me some types of controlled crossing?
They're all named after birds, aren't they?
Can you think of any?
Puffin, pelican.
Good. Which is the one that cyclists can use as well as pedestrians?
Oh, toucan, yeah.
Good. Okay. Okay. With arm signals, just getting back to the arm signals. If you was, I don't want you to do it because we're at a set of traffic lights. Could lose your arm. If you was approaching a set of traffic lights and there was imminent danger up ahead, or say for instance we're approaching a pedestrian crossing, and you wanted to reinforce your intention of what you was doing to vehicles behind you. If you wanted to slow down or stop, what's the arm signal that you'd use?
What can I try?
You can try it if you like. Make sure we look over our shoulder first. And put your window all the way down, Tony. Otherwise you're going to hurt your hand, aren't you? Before you put your arm out, just make sure you look over your shoulder, just to make sure that it's safe.
Oh, would you look over your shoulder and move?
No, but while we're stationary, you can look over. Oh, so look in your mirror.
Yeah.
Good. Is it safe to put your arm out? So just show me what you'd do for slowing down and stopping, please, Tony.
This.
Okay, a little bit confusing, that, isn't it? When we're slowing down or stopping, we move the whole of our arm, not just some of it, not just at the wrist. We move the whole of our arm. You need to place your palm facing downwards.
Oh, downwards.
And you need to send it up and down 3 times. I'll count to 3.
Yeah.
Do you want to give that a try for me?
Yeah. Do I steer with my knees when I'm doing this?
Would you like to set yourself up first?
No, do I steer with my knees when I'm doing this?
Oh no, sorry, you need to put your left arm on the wheel. Left hand on the wheel.
Oh.
Left hand on the wheel, that's good. Okay. So give that a try for me. Just make sure it's safe first.
Like that?
Yeah, that's perfect. So just 3 times.
Yeah.
Just 3 times.
Yeah.
Count to 1, 2, 3 and then you bring your arm in. That's good. And what about for turning right?
Oh yeah.
So remember, left hand on the wheel, please. Good. It's very important you keep your left hand on the wheel, Tony.
Yeah.
Okay, give that a try. So for turning right.
Thought somebody come past me there.
So just make sure you look in your mirror first. It's very important you look in your mirror, Tony, otherwise you might lose your arm. Okay, Tony, place your palm facing forward.
Oh, forward.
That's it. And then hold it there for 3 seconds and then bring it back in. And back on the wheel.
Yeah.
And for turning left. Any idea what turning left is?
Check the mirror.
Check the mirror, left hand on the wheel, don't forget.
Yeah.
It's very important you keep the left hand on the wheel, Tony, otherwise you're going to lose control. Right, yeah, it's not bad, but you need to go the opposite way. So you're going to be turning your arm in the same direction as the wheels are going.
Oh.
So you'll be turning it the other way. So check that mirror first. That's it. 1, 2, 3, and then hand back in on the wheel. Perfect. That's very good. Well done. Should we set ourselves up and we'll get on the move. Excuse me.
Yep.
Good. And just tell me what you can see at your centre mirror, please, Tony.
I can square the whole back window.
Okay.
See a bit of my head restraint. I'll see a bit of yours.
Good. And what about your right door mirror?
See both the door handles. Sky at the top, horizon in the middle.
And what about the left door mirror?
Both the door handles. See down the pavement. I see the traffic lights at the top.
Fantastic. Okay, we'll move on when you're ready, please, Tony.
And turning right.
And we're going to be turning right, please, Tony. Tony, make sure you click it up in the same direction the wheels are going.
I always have problems with that.
It's very important we indicate in the correct way.
Yeah,
why is it important, Tony?
Confuse people. You know, always have problems with that.
What's the dangers of that?
I just told you, confuse people. And turning left.
And turning left, please. Tony, click down for left. It's very important that we indicate in the right direction, Tony.
Dave, pull me over.
Oh, over on the left, please.
Come on, you've seen the outer road.
Yeah.
You've seen the fault twice, yeah?
Yeah.
You can't just let it go.
Okay.
Yeah. Believe it or not, it's a very common fault, yeah?
Right, okay.
It's when you'll see an awful lot when you take out real learners, yeah?
Okay.
I'm having problems with my left and right.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
How are you going to help me with that?
Making sure that we signal in the direction that you're travelling into.
Yeah, but how are you going to help? Yeah, you know, what's a good way of explaining that?
Send the indicator stick the same way that the steering wheel's going. Send the wheel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I'm going to be steering that way, the indicator goes down, yeah?
Okay.
If I'm going to be steering that way, the indicator goes up, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so the analysation was there, but not remedial, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
And we're going to turn left.
And we're going to be turning left, please, Tony. So when are we going to signal, Tony?
About now.
Okay, Tony, send the indicator down, so it needs to go in the direction that your steering wheel's travelling into.
I think we've been here before, haven't we? Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you consolidate it?
Oh,
What should you have said?
which way should you indicate?
Yes, exactly, yeah.
Yes.
Stop assuming, yeah?
Okay.
And we're going to turn left.
And we're going to turn left, please, Tony. So, Tony, which way are we going to signal?
Steering that way down.
Brilliant, well done. And why is that important? Just remind me.
If I signal the wrong way and those pedestrians are crossing the road, they might get confused.
Of course. What could happen if that happens?
They might think I'm going that way and walk across the road and hit them.
Brilliant. And what's the dangers of that?
I just told you I'd hit them.
Pardon?
I'd hit them.
You hit them.
So, test in 2 weeks from.
Sorry.
No, come on, test in 2 weeks' time. Have you worked on the problem?
So I'm not sure.
I'm not going to drag that problem all the way through the lesson, are we?
No, no. So how can we avoid that happening?
Would you like?
Oh, right, okay. Okay. Would you like me to pass? Would I do it that quickly? Would I pass the responsibility over to you? Would you like me to pass that responsibility over to you?
I think I've got it now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Follows the direction the wheel. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't realise I could do that quickly. Sorry.
And turning left.
And we're going to be turning left, please, Tony. Yeah, that's good.
Do I need to indicate here?
We do need to indicate.
Even though I can only go left.
Yeah, can you think of any reasons why?
Oh, I suppose there could be a pedestrian going out that garage.
Yeah, and even though we may know that we can only turn left, the pedestrian might not.
I suppose even the cars might not.
You're right. Okay, Tony, what can you see ahead?
Traffic lights.
And any particular type of traffic light? Can you see?
Oh, I just deal with these as traffic lights. Fred just said, even though you got boxes on them, when the light goes green, just make sure there's no pedestrians running against the red man.
If there was, what would you do?
I'd stop. I wouldn't run them over.
Okay. What type of crossing is it, Tony?
It's not. It's traffic lights with a built-in element for pedestrians.
Okay.
Roundabout, we're going to turn right.
Okay, Tony. At the roundabout, we're going to be turning right, please, Tony. Tony, there we signalled a little too early, didn't we? We had a junction on the right just before the roundabout. We're signalling there as well. Again, excuse me. Where do you think the vehicles behind you might have thought that you was turning there?
Where?
We signalled and then we went past the junction, didn't we? We was turning right at the roundabout.
I didn't see the junction, sorry.
Okay. It's very important that we don't signal too soon, Tony, because we're going to confuse the road users, aren't we?
Is that okay for me to rest my arm on the window?
So just remind me, Tony, why it's important that we don't signal too soon. If we're taking, for instance, the second exit of the roundabout, when should we signal? When should we apply a signal?
I think it's when I'm level with the last exit. Yeah. Straight on.
So we're going straight on at this roundabout, so you tell me where you're going to signal. So when are you going to signal?
Yeah?
Signal just slightly too soon there, Tony. So if you pop that signal on now, please.
Take up the right hand lane, please.
And if you can take up the right hand lane, please, Tony. So just tell me through that again, Tony. If you're taking, let's say for instance we were taking the third exit at a roundabout, when would we signal?
I thought I was doing it in the right place.
Well, when would you do it if you was taking a third exit?
I thought I was doing it in the right place. In good time.
Good. See up ahead.
Street lights.
Anything else?
Another street light.
Okay, it's very important that we identify these pedestrian crossings, Don. You can see the traffic lights. It's very important because if we don't see them, and those lights change, the pedestrian's going to step out. That's the first thing you should be doing.
I didn't see it.
So if we was approaching a pedestrian crossing, Tony, we didn't see it, and those lights changed on you, how are you going to see the red light if you've not seen it, you've not looked?
Be in trouble, wouldn't it?
Yeah. It cause a bit of mayhem out there. So it's very important that we identify them. So look up ahead, tell me what you can see, other than street signs.
Trees.
Anything else?
A bus. And we're going to turn left at the roundabout.
We're going to turn left at the roundabout, please, Thomas. And are you going to signal?
Yeah.
So if you signal now, Tony, what could that
Oh, yeah. Confusing.
do with other road users?
Right, out of roll.
Yeah. I've no idea with that one, Tony.
Right?
I've no idea how to deal with that. I wouldn't know what to say to you.
How do you identify pedestrian crossing?
Traffic lights.
What else?
Adam?
What else?
Zigzags.
Did you mention that?
No, I didn't.
No.
I didn't even think of that, to be honest with you, when you approached to
You're
it.
going to have to start thinking, yeah?
I'm trying, believe me.
Stop trying to put mystery into it. It's common sense, yeah? We didn't really even need to wait this long before mentioning identification, yeah?
What do you mean? In what way?
Well, we've driven quite a long way before we got to the first crossing, didn't we?
Yeah, well, what would I do? Would I preempt that and talk about them before we...
Well, what do you think?
I don't know.
Yeah? You've never seen me drive before, have you?
No, but you're at the train stage.
Yeah, don't get fooled by that, yeah?
Oh no, I'm not assuming things.
Yeah, you're filling in for Fred, who's not here today, yeah?
Yeah.
And turning left.
Turning left, please. So again, just out of roll, would I be talking about that now rather than waiting until we get there?
Turning left, yeah?
Turning left, please, Tom.
Indicate now. And if we pull over,
Yeah, cheers.
try and get inside my head, yeah? Just thinking, you know, in a month's time or so, when you're taking out a pupil for a fellow instructor,
Yeah.
go on. If you assume like this, you're going to get caught out, aren't you?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. I'm
Yeah.
not too sure when I can be talking about that. Whether I'm over instructing because it's phase 2. I've been falling short
It's
a lot of over instruction.
it's question and answers, isn't it? Yeah. You're trying to find out what I know,
Okay.
because don't forget I've gone through 2 crossings now, yeah.
Yeah.
It was only after we went through the second one and I brought it up, and I said to you, how would you identify a crossing? And then you, all of a sudden, you mentioned zigzag lines, yeah.
Yeah. I think part of it is because the first one we came to, I said, "What do you see?" And he said, "It's not a pedestrian crossing." I would have always looked at that as a pedestrian crossing, even though you said that it's
No, that
traffic control with.
is traffic lights, yeah.
Right.
With a pedestrian element built in, yeah.
Okay. I wouldn't have known that. I thought it was pedestrian crossing.
Have you watched any of the videos on these?
I've watched every one of them, I think, yeah.
Yeah. Were you awake at the time?
I watched it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when you ask me what can I see ahead, yeah, I know where you're coming from, but I can't really give you the answer.
No, I understand that.
Because you know, you haven't got inside my head.
Right.
Zigzag lines, boxes, lights.
So, but again, how do I preempt that? What would I say to you there? Can you see any zigzag lines? I'm asking you if you can see the.
Yeah.
So how can you identify?
Don't forget, you're not going to be telling me all the way through, are you?
No.
But if I'm not identifying, do I stand any chance of passing my test in, in
No,
2
of
weeks'
course,
time? Yeah.
of course.
So, in the early stages, you're going to have to help me.
Okay. But again, I'm sitting here now, still at a loss as how to go about explaining that to you. Whether to, as soon as we moved off from the calf, whether to start talking, asking you questions about
Yeah.
how you identify them.
Yeah. How could you identify a control crossing?
Yeah.
How could you identify an uncontrolled crossing? Yeah.
Right, yeah.
What does every crossing have on approach to it, or either side of it?
That's exact. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What does a non-controlled crossing have?
The black and white poles with the flashing
Okay.
beacon.
Yeah. And what does it have on the ground?
Zigzags.
And
Yeah,
what,
that makes sense.
and what else does it have on the ground?
Black and white stripes.
Yeah. Are they always one crossing?
No, they're not.
When is it two crossings?
When it's staggered. An island in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Sorry, is it two crossings either when it's staggered or it's got an island in the middle?
if it's a non-controlled crossing, in other words, a zebra,
Yeah.
and it's got the island in the middle, where the pedestrians can wait, it's two crossings, yeah?
Right.
If it's a controlled crossing,
Mhm.
and it's got a bollard in the middle, it's one crossing.
Right.
It's only got one set of lights in it.
Right. Okay.
Just have a think on, yeah?
Yeah, I will do.
What I'm trying to do is just push you just to
I know what you're doing.
be thinking ahead a little bit more. I caught you out with the indicator on the approach to the roundabout, didn't I?
Yeah, it's knowing how to deal with it. It's easy when you're sat at home watching videos. When you're on the go and you've not got that time to think.
If I was the real pupil,
Yeah.
and I'd indicated, and there's a road before the roundabout, what would you have said to the real pupil?
I would tell them to knock it off and then explain the reason why.
Yeah, do the same with me. Treat me exactly the same, yeah. I am the person that I gave you in the word picture, yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just constantly worried about that over instruction all the time, telling you to knock it off. But I do understand I've still got to control you to a certain.
It's not over instruction if I've made a mistake, is it?
No. So if the mistake's out, I know I need to deal with it. I need to spot it. I need to analyse it and deal with it. Yeah.
Well, we carry out today.
Thank you.
See you
Thanks for that. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. Okay, Tony. Have a look up ahead.
Yeah.
Tell me what you can see.
A white van.
Good. Tell me how you can identify some types of pedestrian crossings. How can you identify an uncontrolled one?
Tony, do you see the zigzag lines?
Okay, Tony, can you see the zigzag lines?
Can you see the black and white posts?
Can you see the black and white posts? Can you see the black and white stripes? Can you see the flashing beacons?
Yeah, so you were going...
Pardon?
You were going exactly where you were at the last one, yeah?
What do you mean?
What can you see ahead, yeah?
Yeah, okay. But there, when I mentioned it to you, there's no way you could see the zigzags. This is where I don't see where. Because we're so far back.
Yeah, somebody pointed out to me those flashing beacons at the top of those black and white posts. I might spot it there.
Okay, Tony, if you look up ahead, can you see the flashing beacons, the black and white posts?
Oh, I can, yeah.
Yeah. Can you see the zigzag lines underneath?
Yeah.
And can you see the black and white stripes?
Yeah.
So what type of crossing is that?
Uncontrolled.
What's the name of it?
Yeah, you should have just left that question there. What do I need to do in approach to a crossing?
Oh, okay.
No, don't say okay. Just answer me.
All right. Well, you need to check the mirror.
Check the mirror out. And what else do I need to do?
Scan. Right,
Yeah.
Okay. I've done this before as well, and it weren't too bad, and it's just completely took me this time.
You mentioned zigzag lines there.
Zigzag lines, yeah.
Yeah. How do you know what I know about zigzag lines?
I don't.
How do you find out?
Well, by asking you, obviously.
Apart from using thumb screws.
Tony, on the approach to pedestrian crossings, we have zigzag lines.
Yeah.
What mustn't you do on the zigzag lines?
You mustn't park.
And anything else?
Oh, you mustn't overtake.
Good.
But you can park on the other side.
You can't park on the other side.
You can.
You can't park on any side of the zigzag lines.
Oh, I thought it was okay to park on the other side because you're not blocking anybody's view then, are you?
Yeah, you are. You're blocking other vehicles coming the other way. And pedestrians as well. You're blocking their view. Yeah, and it's an endorsable offence as well. You only get a ticket, do we? 3 points on our licence.
Right, don't waste time going on about a ticket and the 3 points in your licence. Keep going.
It could be very dangerous, blocking people's view. If you're parked on the opposite side and a pedestrian walks out, the other vehicle coming the other way might not see them, and they're going to get hit.
No.
Confused now with these, whether these are pedestrian crossings or not.
Have they got zigzag lines?
No, so that right, okay, yeah. Okay.
Turning left.
Now we're going to turn left, please, Tony.
And left again.
And left again.
And
please,
then
Tony.
right at the lights.
And we're going to be turning right at the lights, please, Tony. So do you think we should have signalled that, Tony?
Here.
Do you think you should have signalled when we was changing lanes?
I came straight into the lane, didn't I? There's nobody behind me.
We must always signal when we're changing lanes, Tony.
And this is a right turn only lane. I don't need to signal, do I?
Well, we do. We mentioned it before, didn't we?
Oh,
So
we
let's
did,
put
yeah,
that signal
yeah.
on. So just tell me why you do have to signal.
No, the people around here might not know it's only a right hand
Yeah,
turn.
good. And other vehicles as well. So whenever we're changing lanes as well, Tony, we have to get that. No? So what do you see in front of you, Tony?
Oh, God. Beacons. Right here.
Okay, Tony, move yourself forward to the give way line. Why is that important to get to the give way line?
Sorry?
Why is that important to be positioned in the right place?
I just thought as long as you stop before the crossing.
So where are you looking? Where do we need to be looking?
I'm scanning.
Yeah, good. Well done. Good. And how did you know when to go then?
There's nobody there.
Good. And if there was somebody on the
All
crossing,
right.
Adam? And turn it like this.
I rev the engine a bit to speed them up a bit.
You must never do that, Tony. So harassing the pedestrians, that isn't it? Could scare them. So can you see the flashing beacons?
Oh, yeah.
The zigzags?
Yeah.
Where are you looking, Tony? So Tony,
And
what you did
turning
there,
left.
you turning left, please. We accelerated there, didn't we, over the crossing?
Yeah. Get out of the way.
What if those pedestrians on the left wanted to cross?
Never get there before me, will they?
So Tony, when we've identified these crossings, what's the first thing we need to do? The very first thing we need to do.
Scan them.
Before that, what do we need to do? What's the first thing we do when we're approaching a hazard?
Right, stop on the left.
And stop on the left, please, Tony.
That's what's missing on approach, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I gathered that then.
It's always got to be the mirrors first.
Of course it has, yeah.
Why is it important to check the mirrors on approach to a crossing?
Why?
Yeah.
Well, if vehicles behind you, in case we have to stop, slow down.
I need to know how close that vehicle is behind me, yeah?
Yeah.
Why is it important to scan?
Because if there's any pedestrians there, you have to stop.
Yeah, what's the danger of speeding up?
Could frighten people. You've got less time to stop.
Even if there's no people visible there, what's the dangers of speeding up?
On the uncontrolled crossings.
Yeah.
Well, somebody could come around the corner unexpectedly. Someone could run out from a garden or a hedge or a shop.
Yeah.
Just because we can't see any doesn't mean there's anybody there.
Yeah, you get a child running out of a shop with a bag of sweets. What's he more interested in?
Yeah.
A bag of sweets.
Bag of sweets, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know.
Right,
It's identifying them on the move. Like I say, when I'm watching the videos, I can see all this and I go along with it all and I understand it. But getting it out on the move when it's new to you.
You're making a mistake that's very common. You're assuming. In the early stages, you can't assume, yeah?
Yeah.
You're not treating me as a person that I gave you in the word picture. We've never met before.
Yeah,
Yeah?
it's because I'm too interested in trying to spot these crossings and have a look at what you're doing. I'm missing the important things though, aren't I?
Yeah, you're assuming that I'm, that I'm going to be okay with crossings. Big mistake.
Okay.
Yeah, you've never met me before, yeah? You know, just because I've got a test booked in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah.
Please don't assume, yeah?
Try not to.
Yeah? Have another go?
Yeah, please.
And we're going to turn left.
Turn it left, please, Tony.
And follow the road straight up.
And follow the road straight ahead, please, Tony.
And now follow signs of Bedford.
And follow the signs for Bedford, please, Tony. So do you think we need to be signalling, Tony? So how would he approach that just out of roll there? Because obviously you're not signalling on a phase 2.
How do you think you'd approach it? You know.
Excuse me. Okay, Tony, we're signalling right there, but we came left, didn't we? So,
Taking up the correct lane.
pardon?
Taking up the correct lane.
Well,
Shall I cancel the indicator now?
Cancel the indicator, please, because we're going to could confuse other road users, couldn't we? What's the dangers of confusing other road users, Tony?
Make an error.
They're going to think we're going one way and we're not. We're going the other, aren't we?
Do I need to indicate here?
Of course, we do. Well done. Get the indicator on, well done.
And then get me to take up the right hand lane, please.
And if you can take up the right hand lane, please, Tony. So just remind me, how are you going to signal?
Come on, get inside my head. Don't be sitting there going to sleep. What's this about zigzag lines you were going to ask me about? Don't forget we're going round again, yeah?
Well, there's none here, so would I talk about this?
You know, I did pull you over, Dave, and I did talk about this, yeah?
So, sorry, go on.
Yeah, it's not a great big sin to talk about something that we can't see at the moment, can it?
Yeah, you just mentioned that then. Did you mention that because of that set of traffic lights? Or?
No.
Alright, that's where I was getting confused. Okay, so when we're approaching pedestrian crossings,
Yeah.
just remind me, what's the first thing you're going to do? Very first thing you're going to do.
Check the mirror.
So, you can see some traffic lights up ahead, and we can see some. What can you see above the traffic lights? So, what's the first thing you're going to do, Tony? Check your middle mirror.
I thought we were doing crossings today.
Oh, Tony.
Did you find out for me if I knew it was a crossing?
No. So, again, I've just, it's completely gone from me, Tony. I'm really sorry.
Come on, look at it. I can't keep letting you give in, yeah?
Right, Tony, looking up ahead.
Yeah.
Do you think that?
We can see the boxes on the side, yeah? We can see...
Yeah. You can see the zigzags.
Oh, zigzags, alright, yeah.
You can see the,
What do you
see
want
the
me to do?
traffic lights. Check the centre mirror, Tony.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it, Tony. So again, I'm completely confused
Come
because
on,
I don't know
come
whether
on,
that's.
come on, stay with me.
I can't because I don't know what I'm doing. I've not got a clue what I'm doing. I'm just really losing faith with it. I'm really sorry, Tony. I'm just completely confused about the level of instruction. Whether I can be telling you things or not.
Can you ask me things?
But I'm not sure what I should be asking you. This is where I'm coming from. I'm annoyed with myself because I've watched video after video after video, and I've taken notes and I've written notes down and I've practiced. And when I'm actually doing it on the go, it's just not there.
Right, so what information have you got from me so far about the zigzag lines?
That you can't park.
No, I've just said to you, we've just started the exercise again, just around the corner there, yeah? So what information have you got from me about the zigzag lines?
Well, nothing since.
Nothing, yeah? Do we have to have the zigzag lines right in front of us for you to find out from me?
No.
No.
Sorry, when you said that, I didn't realise that you meant we were starting that exercise again. Sorry.
Well, yeah, we didn't get anywhere the first time around.
No.
So I'm going back around it again, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so do we have to have the zigzag lines in front of us for you to find out what I know?
No, that's all.
No. Yeah, you're trying to find out what I know. That's not over instruction, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? If I see the zigzag lines, what else am I likely to see on a controlled crossing?
On a control crossing?
Yeah.
Traffic lights, boxes.
Boxes, yeah. Yeah. What's the first thing I need to do?
Check your mirror.
Yeah. What's the second thing I need to do?
Scan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I can't give in if you take me out for the first lesson and you ask me what I see ahead. I'm going to tell you a telegraph pole, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Doesn't matter what the phase is. Telegraph pole, yeah?
Okay.
You know, if this is phase 1, you'd be telling me how to identify, yeah?
Yeah.
But because it's phase 2,
mm-hmm.
you're not trying to find out if I know how to identify. So we come to the first crossing, it's a great big disaster, isn't it?
Mm. It's because I've got my mind on so much stuff that as we're approaching, I've just lost it.
Well, I don't know what your mind's on really, because you know what subjects are we covering?
Pedestrian crossings,
And use
signals.
signals, yeah.
No, I don't mean that. There's that much going on with it, and I'm very, very confused with it.
What are you confused with?
Well, I've just told you the level of instruction and what I can and can't tell you, what should be asking you.
What does Q&A stand for?
Questions and answers.
Yeah. Yeah. So it would only be over instruction at this level if you kept the Q&A going all the way to the end, yeah?
Mm.
when I get the hang of something, what are you going to do with it?
Pass it over to you.
Yeah.
But I know all this. It's doing it on the go. I could tell you that.
Dave, there's no way the examiner is going to sit by the side of the
Sorry, I
curb
know that.
and let you talk him through it, yeah?
I understand that.
There's no way you could do that with a pupil either, yeah?
I know that.
Come on, get talking, be nosy, yeah? Find out what I know, yeah, and what I don't know.
Okay.
Fill in the blanks.
I'll try.
Yeah? Right? Try again, yeah?
I'll try. Right, Tony, tell me how you can identify
Dave.
pedestrian crossings. Controlled ones.
Oh, I think you get boxes out on them. You get boxes on them.
And what else?
I think I've seen wiggly lines.
Zigzag lines. What?
Oh, zigzags.
Yeah. And what can't we do on the zigzag lines?
Um,
See there, even there, I'm struggling with it.
we were doing really well there until you came out of roll. And turning left.
Turn left, please, Tony.
What was the question you asked?
What can't you do on zigzags?
Oh, you can't park.
Anything else?
I don't think you're allowed to overtake here.
You're not allowed to overtake. Well done. And how can you identify uncontrolled crossings, Tony?
Oh, they're the zebras, isn't they?
Oh yeah. So how can you identify the zebra crossings?
They've got them black and white thingies in the road, haven't they?
Black and white thingies.
Sorry?
Black and white thingies.
Yeah.
Black and white stripes.
Yeah.
And what else? How else can you identify them?
I think they might have those wiggly lines as well, mightn't they?
They have them. What else? What do you notice above them?
Oh yeah. Beacons that flash.
Good.
A bit like a lighthouse.
So, when you've identified them, what's the first thing you're going to do? The very first thing you're going to do?
Have a good look at them.
Before that?
I'll check the mirror
Yeah. Why are you checking the mirror?
in case the vehicle behind me is very close.
Well done. That's good. And then, once you've checked your mirror, what would you do?
Then have a good scan.
Good. Well done. What are you looking for when you're scanning across?
People using the crossing.
Good. So, if we was approaching one and you've identified it, even if you didn't see anybody there, would you still look in your mirror? Would you still check the mirror? Would you still scan across?
Yeah. And turning left.
Turning left, please, Tony.
Oh, that's a hand signal, isn't it?
Good arm signal, that. Okay, Tony. If you look up ahead,
Look at.
tell me what you can see. Can you see any?
Oh, I see beacons.
Good. And what do you see on the floor? Can you see anything?
Zigzag lines.
Good. So what's the first thing you're going to do, Tony?
Check the mirror.
Do that for me, please, Tony.
Oh, sorry.
Good. Just remind me why that's important.
Time your questions a bit better, yeah? What did you have on the crossing there?
What do you mean?
What did you have on the crossing?
Pedestrian. Just prioritise. Okay, Tony, we accelerated through that crossing there, didn't
Oh,
we?
I didn't see that one, sorry.
So just remind me how you're going to identify them.
Beacons. Wiggly lines.
Okay. And why is it important not to accelerate through them?
Okay, somebody comes running out of a shop.
And if Did he come running out of the shop and you were accelerating through? So
Again, what?
Missing it again. It's because I'm trying to think of something to say.
You're not prioritising. Yeah?
Because I'm thinking of things to say. But I'm missing them. When you say I'm not prioritising, what do you mean by that?
If you're crossing one up ahead, that's your priority, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is. I didn't see it.
And straight up.
Straight on, please, Tony. So Tony, just remind me, when you identify a crossing, what's the first thing you're going to do?
Yeah, check the mirrors.
And why is that important?
No, how close the vehicles behind. Yeah, to know how close the vehicles behind me.
Just completely lost them, sorry.
It's followed by.
Say again, sorry.
That's followed by.
Okay, Tony, so
Turning left.
turning left, please.
Left again and then take up the right hand lane.
And left again and take a look around lane, please, Tony. So do you think we should have signalled there, Tony?
Yeah.
Just changing lanes.
Turning right.
Turning right, please.
Yeah, so I checked the mirror on approach to the crossing.
Okay. And then what do you do?
Don't accelerate.
Good. And why is that? What are the dangers of accelerating through a crossing?
Even though there might be nobody there, somebody might come running out of a house or a shop.
And what should you do then, Tony? Where should we be looking? Where are we looking for pedestrians?
Oh, scan, yeah, yeah.
And if you was waiting at the crossing, Tony, and there was pedestrians crossing, would it be safe to rev your engine? So look a bit ahead. Tell me which kind of a crossing you can see.
Oh, uncontrolled.
And how can you identify that, Tony?
Beacons.
Good.
What should have been the first thing I should have done?
Pardon?
What's the first thing I
Check
should have
your mirrors,
done?
I know where it is, Tony.
And turning left.
Turn on left, please, Tony. So look ahead, Tony. What's
Yeah.
the first thing you're going to do?
Oh, check the mirrors.
Do the
Did I check him?
You didn't.
You didn't tell me.
So why is it important to check that mirror, Tony?
Oh, you need to know what's happening behind you.
Okay, what's the dangers of not checking it?
I wouldn't know how close the vehicle is behind me.
So when you see the next one, what's the first thing you're going to do?
Check the mirror.
So looking up ahead, Tony, I can see a crossing. What's the first thing you're going to do?
You asked me what I can see.
What's first? What?
I see beacons.
So what's the first thing you're going to do?
Check the
Tony?
mirror.
Do that for me, please,
Oh,
Tony.
yeah.
Good. And then where are you going to look?
I'll scan.
And looking up ahead, Tony, can you see a crossing?
Oh yeah, I'm beginning to notice these beacons
So
now.
what's the
black
first
and
thing you're
white
going to
posts.
do?
Check the mirror.
Good. I think you've got the hang of that, Tony. Do you think I can pass that responsibility to you?
Don't too quick. Scan.
Scan across, Tony.
I'm just going to nip in here and use the cash machine, yeah?
Tony, move on for me, please. We can't stop on the crossings, can we? Can't stop on the zigzags.
Oh, I thought it was okay to stop on the zigzags the other side of the crossing.
Why is it important that we can, that we don't?
Well, I got them outside my house.
So why is it important we don't stop on the zigzags, Tony?
I knew you weren't meant to stop on the zigzags on approach, but once you've cleared the crossing, it's fine, isn't it?
Tony, what do you think those zigzags are for?
And turning left.
Turning left, please. And if you can pull over on the left for me in a safe place, please, Tony.
Go on, keep going. You can keep going with that.
So, why is it important we don't stop on the crossing? Either before the crossing or after the crossing.
You mean on the zigzags?
On the zigzags, that's what.
Oh, I'd never stop on the I'd never park on the zigzags on approach to a crossing.
And after the crossing as well?
I thought that was safe.
What are the zigzag lines for, Tony? What are they for? What are they there for?
I just thought it'd be okay to park on the other side, 'cause you've already cleared the crossing.
You mustn't
turning
stop.
left.
Turning left, please, Tony.
Yeah, some funny rules, haven't they?
It's actually against the law, Tony, to stop on the crossing.
Yeah, but some funny rules, isn't it? You've already cleared the crossing, haven't you?
Well, it's there for a reason, Tony. They're there so that. See, I don't know whether to tell you or ask you. Right, just out of roll.
Stay in roll. Yeah, I don't know why they put them on the other side of the crossing.
Well, they're there so that we don't block the view. They're there to.
But I've already cleared the crossing, haven't I?
Yeah, but it's for vehicles coming the other way, Tony.
Oh, right. I never thought of that.
Vehicles coming the other way won't be able to see, will they?
Now out of roll.
Right,
I'm giving you plenty.
I know you are.
Yeah,
It's me, Tony.
Hang on. You only learn if you listen, didn't you? Yeah, I'm giving you plenty of indication I don't know the answer there, yeah?
Okay.
If I don't know the answer, it's your job to fill in the blanks, isn't it?
Right, okay.
Think about any other phase 2 subject we've done, yeah? I've got an error in, yeah?
Yeah.
What do you do with that error?
Analyse it.
And then what do you do afterwards?
Remedial action.
Yeah. It's the same in all the subjects, isn't it?
Mm.
And then, once it's sorted, what do you do?
Hand it over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's no difference, yeah?
I think I'm struggling with all of it, aren't I, at the moment?
I think you're overthinking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're thinking, oh yeah, he's made an error there. Well, I'm not going to mention it because he's got a test run 2 weeks
No,
time,
it's not that. I'm angry with myself because I'm trying to think of it. I'm trying to think of what to do, what to say, and then all of a sudden another one's upon us. And then I'm cursing myself because I've missed that one. But I'm really annoyed with myself for this because I've done it before and I felt I did okay with it. And this one's just completely blown me out of the water, this one. I shall keep trying.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. Well, you got plenty of chance to talk to me here now.
Right, Tony.
About identification. Use thumb screws if you have to, yeah? Inside my head. We're sitting in traffic.
I know, but this is what I'm saying. I don't know what to be asking. I don't know what to be.
What does ID stand for?
Identification.
Any questions you'd like to ask me about identification?
How can you identify a pedestrian crossing?
Which type?
Controlled.
You see the lights,
Yep.
you see the boxes, you see the wiggly lines. We've got them here, but I think this one is turned off at the moment, isn't
Okay.
what's there.
What's the first thing you'd do?
Oh, check the mirror.
So
really.
once you've identified it, what's the first thing?
Check the mirror.
Good. And what are you looking
Follow
for?
the signs for Dunstable.
Follow the signs for Dunstable, please, Tony. And what? See again.
Yeah, keep going. Keep going.
What we're checking the middle mirror for, Tony?
Distance and speed.
Good. And why is that important?
So I know how close the vehicle is behind me.
Good. Where I'm struggling is to get all that out.
Keep
then
going.
all of a sudden I'm on the.
Keep going.
Okay. And then what are you going to do after that, Tony? What are you going to do once you've checked your mirror?
Scan.
Good. And why is that important?
So I know if there's anybody approaching the crossing or standing there.
Good. And if there was somebody standing there, what would you do?
Stop.
If the lights was on green.
Sorry?
If the lights was on green.
I thought you meant controlled.
Oh, sorry,
You mean uncontrolled?
Uncontrolled, yeah. So if it was uncontrolled.
If it was uncontrolled, I'd stop.
Yeah, good.
If it was on green, I'd go with caution.
Good. And on a zebra crossing, Tony, if there was somebody on the crossing and they was crossing in front of you,
Yeah.
and they'd got past your side of the road and was on the opposite side of the road, when would you go? When would you decide when to go? Could you go once they've passed you, if they're still on the crossing?
It's a single crossing.
Yep.
I'd probably wait till they're on the pavement.
Good. Why is that important?
It's not, sometimes they change their mind, don't they?
Yeah, they could turn around, couldn't they, and what?
Yeah.
Change direction. Good. On the Pelican crossing, Tony, if the lights were flashing and the pedestrian, again, if they've passed you and they've cleared the crossing, if the lights were flashing, would you go or would you stay?
When you say clear the crossing, what do you mean?
Yeah, once they've left the crossing, once they're at safety.
Oh, they're on the pavement?
Yeah, once they're on the pavement.
I'd go.
Good. And what about on a puffing crossing? If the lights was on red, once the pedestrian's on the pavement on the other side of the road, would you go?
Lights are on red?
Yeah.
No, you can't go through a red light.
Good. Some people do.
Is there any way of telling if when you got these boxes on these lights
Yep.
at the crossings, is there any way of telling if somebody's pressed the button or not?
There is, because the either a little red light appears underneath, or it could say wait. We'll have a look if we see any.
But the boxes are facing away from me, aren't they?
Some of them are facing towards you.
Some of them.
They are facing towards you. Just
I can't see the box on the left there.
That's a.
Oh, I can see a box there, look. Oh, it's the box on the right hand side I can see, is it?
I don't know the answer to that, honestly. No, sorry.
And turning left.
Turning left, please. Turn. I don't know the answer to that one, I'm afraid. So, what kind of crossing is this, Tony?
Oh, this is
So what's the first thing you're going to do?
Check my mirror.
Do it then, please, Tony.
Sorry, yeah.
And what are you going to do
Scan.
after that? Hold on. Okay.
You can back with questions now, yeah?
Okay.
Would you
what? I'm sorry.
well, you know, I'm not writing the script for you.
Okay.
Crossing.
So what are you going to do, Tony?
Scanning.
Good. I think you've got the hang of that, Tony. Would you like me to pass that responsibility back over to you
Some
now?
questions in.
Adam?
Get some questions in.
So, if you saw a pedestrian there, Tony, would you go? Would you stay?
I'd stop.
Stay on
We're
the
safe to do so. I think I know about these wiggly lines now. I think I might know about these wiggly lines now.
And would you like me to pass that responsibility over to you, Tony?
No, I'd like you to have some pressures on
Good.
and then pass it over to me.
So on the wiggly lines, Tony, the zigzags, are you
Yeah.
allowed to stop? Are you allowed to park up?
No, you're not allowed to park now.
Good. On either side?
Either side.
Good. And are you allowed to overtake on them?
No, it's dangerous.
Good. What about if there's a cyclist there? Are you allowed to overtake a cyclist?
I think so, providing he's not stopped at the crossing.
Good. So you seem to have a good understanding of that, Tony. Would you like me to pass that responsibility over to you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'll have a try that.
Get where you're coming from with that. Just out of roll, Tony. This thing with the...
Stay in roll. Come on.
I can't ask you the question if I'm in roll. You brought these things up with the boxes.
Go on
and
then,
I don't
come
know
out
the answer.
rolling.
Right, sorry, Tony. I don't know the answer to it. You mentioned about the boxes facing away
Have
from
a look in front of you. There's your answer. Which box can you see?
the one on the right.
As we came out of the hardware calf, what did I point out to you?
Yeah, you pointed out the...
Yeah, I pointed out the box to you, didn't I? Which way was the box facing?
towards us. So it's just the one on the right that's going to be facing that way, obviously. Okay.
And straight up, yes.
How far the run out, please, Tony? Don't indicate, Tony. Don't indicate.
Don't indicate. I thought you had to indicate to come off round.
So when we're approaching mini roundabouts, Tony, if you would have indicated left there, when was you going to indicate? When was you going to signal that time?
Just when I was level with the road I'm not taking.
And
Scanning.
with there being a mini roundabout, Tony, it's not always necessary to signal when you're leaving the roundabout. If you signal too soon, what dangers could we have there?
Signal
So again,
now.
don't indicate, Tony.